Who's gonna win?
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we go, game number 2 coming at you, Evil Geniuses versus Blue Pikachu here. Breaky CPK joined by Z-Rock as your casters. And we got a 1-0 lead for Evil Geniuses. But again, it was overall a pretty good game, actually. Definitely better than people may have expected. Not as one-sided, but in the end, EG, they started to play pretty damn well and clearly took advantage there and went on to the 1-0 victory. But best of 3, so Blue Pikachu. We'll see what else they have up their sleeve now. Going to be going with the Night Stalker this time around as their first pick.
5 seconds remaining.
Yes, they are. Sorry, I was having way too much fun with touch chat. Yeah. So a good opening laning phase, but in the end, I mean, it was just Wraith King got on top of people and blew them up. Definitely curious to see what their game plan is after this, because they kind of put themselves in a spot where they did what they wanted to do, right? Their goal was to slow Sumail down. They did that very well, but that left Arteezy wide open, and he actually showed he will do plenty to carry the game if he gets items. And Universe is going to manhandle that lane if he gets it alone down bottom.
Whenever you see a matchup like this, you kind of wonder to yourself, what kind of mentality or strategy would you like to see from a team like Blue Pikachu in this case? Because obviously when it comes down to just even footing, do you really try to man up against them and just run your strategy that you're comfortable with, or do you try to go some kind of cheat? Do you go some kind of all-in objective-based push strat or the Huskar strat or just anything like that? I mean, would you expect or like to see that from Blue Pikachu? Or
I mean, it depends on what your goal is, right? If your goal is to take a game off EG and try to just win one game, I'm totally down for an all-in, try to win by 15-minute push strat and see what happens. But if you really want to get good experience playing against these kind of teams, you need to draw the game out. You need to actually get experience playing at 30, 40 minutes against these kind of teams. And scrims don't do that in the same way a match like this will.
Yeah.
So, all in all, with them being down 1-0, I just want to see them play a straight-up game. Like, play a normal draft, play something you're comfortable with, and show your style of Dota. And even if you lose, it's great experience.
Yeah, again, it's hope like that they took that from the first game, and we'll see, again, the adjustments they make now in game number 2. They got Night Stalker now, Jakiro, coming out with their second pick. Yet another kind of hero that we've made point of in the NA scene especially, has really seen some explosion come out lately. There's been several teams that have been liking and preferring this hero complexity, and the Dire come to mind. Now Blue Pikachu running it here as their support. And Disruptor and Spirit Breaker on the other side. So the dual support starting off for both sides, actually. Right here. No cores on either side to start.
Yeah. Definitely, very clearly, these are just going to be their 4-5s, so it makes this ban phase really interesting as well. So we see the PL ban here over on EG, and I'm really curious to see the Bloodseeker ban coming out this early, though, from EG, just not wanting to go against it this game. And I'm just wondering what the Visage ban is for. Have they scrimmed against it and seen a mid-Visage come out that's just destroyed them? Or it's something they banned last game as well. So something they're definitely fearing here on the side of EG.
Yeah, it is very interesting. I mean, mid-Visage is an annoying hero to play against, to be honest. I mean, you figure Sumail, of course, could play that just fine, and I'm sure there's history of him playing it somewhere in there. I know, in fact, in the series that we were just watching, there was somebody who was playing the mid. It was Abed, actually, for DC, was playing the mid-Visage there against the Dire and the King's Cup event right there. So maybe they were watching that and they saw that. It's like, oh yeah, no, we want to. Yeah. Who knows what the logic is as far as when it comes to that? But again, I'm not that surprised to see it because he can potentially be a really strong mid option. So Magnus now coming out though.
So off lane or mid mag? What's your prediction?
I mean, it's almost like a shot in the dark at this point, right? Because they definitely could go either way. But let's just say. Let's say the Universe mag. Let's say offlane mag.
Okay. Huh. I'm just wondering, because Universe still has a lot of his pool open, right? The Beastmaster's still left open here. The even his Darkseer still sitting in the pool if they would like to go that route, especially when comboed with something like a Disruptor mag. Could just do a ton of work in team fights.
RP into Disruptor Static Storm. You have to think of the Empower buff that he's given out, of course, and all the candidates that are provided with that. for Evil Geniuses here. Something like a Life Stealer right off the bat comes to mind. PA, another popular one. And then there's always Juggernaut. You can lean back on.
EG's turn to
Yeah, they
pick.
could.
Puck coming out for Blue Pikachu here, but again, similar to the Magnus, you're not sure if it's going to be a mid or potentially an off lane.
Mid Jakiro 5-roll Puck, go. Yeah, no, I would guess it's going to be mid lane, though. It matches up
10
well against
seconds
Magnus,
remaining.
and if they opt for a different matchup, there's not that many bad matchups for Puck.
5 seconds
It
remaining.
generally does okay against pretty much everything. Like, TA is
Radiant
probably
team
one of its worst matchups.
EG's
But
turn
that
to
pretty much
bat.
tells us our story. It's going to be mid-mag, off-lane Nyx, and they need a carry.
That also tells us a story. Underlord coming out for Blue Pikachu, and it's something that this is strange, man, because not only are we seeing all these Helmet Dominators today in these series, but now we have back-to-back series where we see an
10
Underlord.
seconds
Like, that's
remaining.
not something you expect to see in your everyday draft, but Complexity ran it
5
earlier, and now
seconds
here we see
remaining.
Blue Pikachu busting it out for their off lane. So as I made that point in that series, I mean, I like the hero. I like what he brings to the table on paper, especially as a great laning phase or potentially a good laning hero on top of the idea of the use of the Dark Rift. But it's using that in actual practice seems like it's a lot more difficult than said. So we'll see how well they use it here.
It's going to be really interesting because if EG wants to pick a carry, the only carry that can stand up to
Radiant team
Underlord
back.
well in a 1v1 that I've seen is Ursa. A matchup that he can potentially even win all alone.
Radiant
With the
team
Spirit Breaker Disruptor helping him out, Jug, though, still a good pick to go with the Magnus and a hero that does fine in lane against Underlord as well. So yeah, there's definitely options. And this is, again, going with the same kind of strategy they had last time where they're going to leave Whiskey on this Monkey King pretty alone. They're going to let him just 1v1, have his way with
10
Universe and
seconds
see what
remaining.
happens.
This might be wrong of me to say, but
5 seconds
with the way
remaining.
this draft also finished out, there's part of me that wants to suggest that this is like a Blue Pikachu picking up just heroes that they're very comfortable with on these specific players. Again, I don't really know these players that well, so I don't even know if that's the case. But again, seeing the Underlord and then final picking a Monkey King like they did right there as a core Monkey King, do you think there's something to that, or does this actually look like a solid lineup potentially against what Evil Geniuses is running? And now it's going to be an Arteezy Anti-Mage on top of that to finish it off.
Overall, this Blue Pikachu lineup, it spells itself out really easily, right? You just Dream Coil a few people, you pit a Malice, and throw the Monkey King ult on it. You just have a bunch of stuff to dump into the Puck Dream Coil. And so if you're EG, kind of with that last pick, Monkey King made it so if you can just dodge their team fight, you might just be able to run away with the game. So I expect wholeheartedly we're going to see them trying to just make it so Arteezy gets his own lane again, farms his way up, does his own thing, and kind of takes over the map on his own. So all in all, yeah, it's a little bit of comfort out of Blue Pikachu, but I can see the thought behind it.
So it is going to be Sumail playing the Nyx Assassin.
Interesting.
Yeah. Set up in the middle lane. I mean, you see this, definitely would have expected the Magnus being mid, but Nyx Assassin going to be mid instead. We do not get to see that often. Ideally this will allow him to get level 6 ASAP in the game and perhaps using the Vendetta very aggressively from there on, but does he match up well against Puck perhaps? I mean,
It's not a great matchup, but the one thing I will say is if they think they're going to get tri-lane mid again, Nyx offers turnaround potential in spades. Like, you get dove under your tower, you hit a Carapace into an Impale on a couple, you could potentially turn that into a 2-for-1 or even just 2 and you get out kind of trade. So they maybe just be thinking, they're going to camp me middle. Let's put the tankier hero with a lot more base regen mid.
all right, so laning phase again. Last game, Blue Pikachu actually managed to do pretty damn well in that earlier laning phase, so we'll see if that proves to be similar to this game or not, but definitely a game that, if you're Blue Pikachu, for many reasons, perhaps the biggest one being you're going up against an Arteezy Anti-Mage with an Empower buff ready to go. You want to end this game much sooner than later in this one.
Absolutely.
So,
in the
the
ultra
pace.
late game, it's just going to be impossible to bring down this Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
Especially if he goes something like an Ags or a Lincoln's, just to block the first spell on Night Stalker and get a blink out. There's so little way to catch him.
30 seconds to battle.
Now Blue Pikachu setting up at the top lane here. 3 heroes, so they're shaping up as if they're going to be running an aggressive tri lane, actually. They even got an aggressive ward already down. Evil Geniuses. Again, they're smoked out. We saw this last game. They're going to run up here, but something about Anti-Mage doesn't seem like he's going to be as effective as what would a Wraith King been last time. They're going to apply the Thunder Shock.
It's going to get them the rune, though. They're giving up their own top rune for this. This
Yeah.
is a reaction play from Blue Pikachu, though. It's actually an adaptation, because they did the exact same thing as you said last game, and left their top rune wide open.
All right, so Monkey King, again, the tri lane up here is going to be going up against the EG tri lane of Disruptor Spear Breaker supports with the Anti-Mage core. And, I mean, being daytime, sure, Night Stalker's not as effective, but it does feel like that this this Radiant side tri lane is potentially going to be pretty strong, and their core, being the Monkey King, is also going to be a little more useful in the beginning.
Yeah. Skirmish-wise, they definitely have an advantage. And they really do want to just try to pressure the Sam a little bit, slow him down. They can't give him the same start he had last game on the Wraith King.
He hasn't leveled anything up yet, by the way. He's saving it for reaction here, if anything, of whether or not he needs Blink, but crit, he's going to be fine. Gets away there, so I don't know if ZVG, are they going to stay committed to this? Probably, right? Like, they're at the point
More
where
than likely.
Can't really adjust.
Which, again, leaves Universe 1v1, though. And leaving Universe 1v1's always been a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
Even in an unfavored matchup. Like, this matchup is definitely Underlord favored just because of Atrophy Aura. But Universe finds ways to make it work.
Freddy's a pretty good player.
Maybe a little bit.
He's all right. Yeah, so he's against the Underlord down here. Keep an eye on how the CS shapes up. But you see the creep wave being pulled back slightly back at the top lane in favor of Whiskey on the Monkey King. Going to keep those last hits coming along, but Night Stalker, he's found out by Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker gets a level 1 greater bash here. No charge or anything like that. The Thunder Strike, it is a very good ability for getting some damage out early on. Level 1, it does quite a bit of damage. What is that total?
Whiskey
So
just
160.
keeps spamming the Mischief, turning into like a Tango or a tree.
Yeah, I feel like I see Monkey King players doing that just kind of as like a twitch almost. Just being silly.
Good little dance there from Arteezy. Just trading with Whiskey until he got to 2 stacks. So there was no way that Monkey King could just queue for the 4th one. And really playing that little dance well.
So middle lane. The Nyx Assassin middle lane. Gotta say, Sumail, he's looking pretty impressive so far. Said that before. 16-3, now 12-2 puck. But Nyx Assassin is winning the middle matchup. He gets a level 2 mana burn.
Do you see how he did this? Yeah, I was saying, look at his skill build. That's how he's pulling this off. He's just mana burning puck on cooldown so that it just comes down to a base damage fight. And melee heroes get a little bit of an advantage because of their attack animation that way. Interesting deviation. I actually really like this out of Sumail.
Again, not a hero you expect to see in the middle lane, but for this matchup, he's playing it very well, and it is showing when it comes to the last hit. See right there, he's reacting to a last hit, popping the spike here. Okay, we saw what happened to the Courier last time as he brings it in, last game even. This time, he's going to survive top lane. A lot of action going on. Whiskey's getting low on the Monkey King, trying to add up those Jingle Master charges, but it's not enough. He goes down for the first blood of EG. They do take out Disruptor in return. So they get the quick 1-for-1, but so far definitely big advantage for Evil Geniuses. They're trying to man fight this Jakiro and the Night Stalker, though. It's not nighttime yet, though. The Void is enough damage to take out Spear Breaker. Jakiro goes down at the same second. So overall, it's a 2-for-2 fight up here. First blood in favor of EG, however. So slight advantage for them.
Yeah, chaotic trade, but in the end with Arteezy coming out on top, getting a kill and an assist there and not dying. Super value for EG.
Oh my gosh, the bash proc off the bat. No chance for Monkey King. Maybe without that bash, they still get it even, but the bash definitely secured that kill. Onto him.
Yep, this lane is done. You can't lane in a tri lane after you've given up multiple kills and their core got one of them. They're going to need to sacrifice this lane now.
So now what do? You send Underlord to the top lane. I mean, he's having a pretty good start right here as to expect in this lane. I mean, the solo farm.
Maybe you just let Monkey King try to leech off of it, and you just rotate the other 2 around. It is nighttime now, so Night Stalker has the roaming potential available.
Yeah, it's almost
even with it being night in this tri lane, I don't think that's enough to recover it for him.
Well, I was gonna say,
oh, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say on that note real quickly that it's almost unfortunate for Blue Pikachu, but that's to the credit of EG that maybe they were playing a little more aggressive before the nighttime, figuring once that nighttime hits, that's where to give the advantage, of course, to the Night Stalker in this matchup. But now it is nighttime as mentioned, and they're going to use that right here. Fear, he is going down here.
Spirit Breaker.
Spirit Breaker's elsewhere. And Arteezy is manning up. He does have Blink, and he'll use that there to get out before any turn kill happens. But as you mentioned, Crit, he was busy roaming towards the middle lane to harass instead. So good capitalized by Blue Pikachu here. And Arteezy, he's still hanging around. Night Stalker living life on the edge. He gets low, pops the Magic Stick, though, but the Thunder Strike will finish him off. And now Jakiro, Blue Pikachu's just kind of trying to man-fight this anti-mage, and without spells, you're not going to win that fight here.
Is under attack.
And obviously,
I
Spirit
even
Breaker
like
came
this. Like, Arteezy picked up an Orb of Venom, so that in these trades, if he starts getting the edge and they turn to run, he can sneak in 1 or 2 more autos. And it's actually doing a lot of work in these little skirmishes.
God, meanwhile, look at this Nyx Assassin. 42 and 14 now. This, I mean, he is doing very well. Like, the next closest Puck, actually, only 30 creep kills, so compared to his 42.
Mana burn is just destroying this Puck. I mean, what do you do if you can't use Illusory Orb?
It is difficult, yeah.
And he felt like he needed to get mana, so he rushed the bottle out, but that means you don't have the double null start that a lot of mids are going now, where you get a little more base damage, you can actually try to pressure a bit, get better CS. It's just been awful for him to try to stay in lane and be productive.
Well, yeah, if you're a Blue Pikachu, this is definitely a target you want to be looking to gank here, but he has Vendetta, he has that Sparked Carapace. It's a pretty difficult gank here, especially now back to the tower. You see right there, it's like almost on automatic. Every time he gets in range, oh, there's a mana burn. Just going to lose a good portion of it. Night Stalker, he's roaming around. Sumail, I mean, he's definitely seeing this, by the way. He knows that this is going on with that ward, so he's kind of just slowly beating away at the creeps, still trying to last hit here while adjusting his positioning and continuing to mana burn the Puck. Meanwhile, so, again, he's playing it very well. He is going to pick up the Arcane Rune now. Spawn at the 6
I wonder if that'll be the time for him to go do something here. Yeah, instantly pops the Arcane in the Vendetta. He's hunting for sure.
And I don't know if he can kill Puck by himself. Oh, Sentry, that'll spot him. Okay, but he knows. He drew aggro on the creep, but he's like, screw it, I'm still gonna go in. I want to man fight this. That's a Dream Coil committed. Sumail just mana burns, not much left though, so he'll take the snap, and that'll be the end of that exchange. Yeah, with the Sentry.
Very anticlimactic first Vendetta. But bottom lane, though, was really interesting. Universe had a 2-level lead on Whiskey when they sent Whiskey down here. Night Stalker came down to try to tilt in his favor, and Crit instantly started charging bottom.
And here we go. He's now connected. RP is going to be committed for this. They really want this kill. Skewer forward. Has a shockwave, and that will do him in. So they commit the RP, but again, this early on, it's one of those cases that gets the kill. That's the good news. Sumail, meanwhile, in the middle lane, the Spiked Carapace helps to turn kill the Night Stalker, and he stays alive as they were trying to commit for a kill on him. Again, no Dream Coil, though, from Puck. Still on cooldown. Got to figure that would have definitely been a difference maker in that fight. Crit, he charges in, but just saying hello before backing off.
Raindrop's such a disgusting item. It kept Sumail alive there.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's a pretty good one to have. Match up against a hero like a Puck.
Illusion.
So keeping him alive, goes back to base, regens, and Vendetta. No, I guess he used that in the previous fight even. Gank that was coming out there, but still another 30 seconds or so before that's going to be back up here. We'll see if he looks to make quick use of it or not. Underlord, his Dark Rift actually just came off cooldown. I didn't.
They're hunting Whiskey bottom
earlier, but
not going to be able to get to him though.
Oh wow, yeah, the first tower's still up. Going deep here.
There's a charge on him from Crit, so Universe was watching him jump through all the trees, but good call from Whiskey there, saving the Boundless Strike until he saw Crit to stop the charge. Managing to stay alive, but staying alive is not getting you any real ground in this game right now.
How do you recover out of this landing phase now if you're Blue Pikachu? Because clearly it's gone very well for Evil Geniuses. You have an anti-mage that's actually topping the net worth, still working on the Battle Fury even at this point.
I mean, he came out of the aggro tri lane 2-0-3. Not really where you want to be. So honestly, there's not a lot they can do. You just got to try to get a few more levels up and try to go with the Dream Coil into Rain of Fire, like Firestorm combo. That's really your only hope is just grouping up, using all your ults early on before they get their items. Otherwise, this game's looking real bleak already.
Oh, good look bleaker here. Night Stalker, he's not living. That's nice combo, this duo right here. In fact, an RP coming out. They really want this to come Monkey King. And you know what? That Shockwave being level 4, a nice little bash proc thrown in there from Crit. That's an easy kill on him, too. So a double kill for Universe. It just gets worse and worse across the board now for Blue Pikachu. They're shining stars in Underlord, but Underlord is one of those heroes that's like, okay, he's getting farm. Are you really scared on the other team? Not really.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And Underlord almost brought down their Crit, slightly mistiming, or sorry, Fear almost mistiming the glimpse. Just about pulled him back from a Dark Rift. Tried to get it in time, and it was just a little bit early. But again, that's twice now that Underlord's managed to squeak away with his life with a Dark Rift.
Yeah. Buck, he's being charged middle lane. He doesn't have mana. He has Facio. He has wand charges too. I need to use him here to Illusory Orb. Yep, has that ready next. Turns out with the Drain Quell, 4 heroes coming together, including Monkey King. Level 5, so no Wukong's command, but the Boundless Strike coming out level 3. Sumail, look at how beefy he is, though. They might get him in the end, but the big impale of 4 heroes. Out comes a Static Storm Kinetic Field combination, and here comes the RP. No, it's on cooldown. But Magnus is putting in. Go for the shotgun. They've already killed Jakiro. Monkey King is also going to fall. Double kill for Fear. And that's going to be a triple kill for the team right here. Night Stalker, it's a triple kill for Fear. The support getting 3 kills in this fight. And you know what? He could very likely get another if he gets this last hit right here in Underlord. Charging in. Okay, he's not going to get it. Universe will take it. They just clean up. Relax. You're doing fine, guys.
Sumail was entirely playing with his food there. He was dusted, had about 200 health, and just ran at the Underlord. It's like, I don't care what you guys going to do. In the middle of that team fight, and squeaked away with 40 health, got up to a shrine. That was humorous.
Can't believe not only does he live, but that 4-man impale. Man, if they had RP on top of that, and I saw the Magnus coming, but it just took forever with that teleport. And then he eventually got there, and he didn't even have it anyways. But, of course, they cleaned up. It didn't necessarily do it in big RP style, but they get the 4-0 in the fight. Now the 14-3 lead. So this is what we're talking about after the first game there. It could have very easily been a quick showing from EG, and it's looking like in game 2 so far. That's looking like it could happen here in favor of EG.
Oh, definitely. Magnus only 200 away from Blink, and we're only 12 minutes into this game. He's just had a dream lane overall. He's actually keeping pace with Arteezy and Sumail. This is just rough for BP.
Again, Underlord is up there in the charts, but goes back to what is Underlord really going to bring to the table as far as the scariness presence. Whiskey goes down again at the bottom lane. Missed that action, but it looks like an RP was committed for it.
And Static.
Okay, so yeah, comboing for that one there on a Monkey King. Jakiro's running with Night Stalker. Night Stalker, it's nighttime, so trying to make use of that, maybe kill the anti-mage up top. Look at Arteezy just running onto Underlord. He does not expect anyone's coming. Okay, they silence him up. This actually could be a kill on Arteezy, the Ice Path. And yes, it will. So that's a 432 bounty kill right there.
Yeah, slowing AM's Battle Fury is like their only shot left in this game. If they can straight tunnel onto him, push this B-Free back like 5 minutes, maybe they'll be okay, but we're going to see counter kills galore here.
Maybe they'll be okay, he says. Monkey King goes down. Drinkle comes out, though. Nyx Assassin. Is he finally going to fall? Yes, he does. So down goes Sumail right there, the Shockwave in 3. But Universe goes down, too. So, well, this is exactly what Blue Pikachu needs. They kill Anti-Mage, and then they kill 2 more on top of that. They lose Monkey King, but hey, a 3 for 1. Kind of making up some room right here. And Underlord's actually on top of the net worth chart now after all of that. And even going to be a little bit better as Fear gets found, hanging around a little bit too long in the nighttime. So 4 kills in total up at the top lane. All right.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, they took a fight without Static, without RP, and did not go well, to say the least. I imagine we're going to see a little more reserved EG after that. They're still in a commanding position. That's not anything to be worried about in the long term, but...
Oh, no, yeah. No, this is still looking very good for EG, but it's fun to see, you know, Blue Pikachu definitely not giving up and winning a fight there, but it continues to be the issue, though. It's just Underlord, right? Like, he has a mechanism now. That's great. It's going to be nice for team fights, but their cores that are being the damage dealers, both Puck and especially Monkey King, have absolutely nothing. I mean, Puck, he's still trying to finish his freaking phase boots at this point.
Monkey King's second lowest net worth in the game.
Oh, wow, you're right. Jeez. Oh, that's
He
ugly.
has 2,000 net worth.
Dire's top
And it just got a little worse. He gets found in. Here's the lowest net worth in the game, Jakiro. Let's go one after the other.
Dire's
Save.
top tower
Not going to be able to save himself there. Puck, he comes in. There's a Dream Coil. It's just, this is your tunnel vision game, though, of Blue Pikachu. They're coming in one by one. Mech Heal comes out, though, from Underlord. He's here to save the day for his team. Nyx Assassin, he might die here. Sumail, what am I saying? He's fine. Limps back. Got the puck. Well, that was Underlord, I guess, but Monkey King, he's trying to find him, but the Vendetta is up for Nyx Assassin. They do find Spirit Breaker. Can he get the bounty rune? No.
If he goes to that bounty rune, there's dust on all rune.
Yeah.
It's suicide.
Would have been silly. Would have been funny, though. Oh, that's a miss impale. All right. Sumail's a bad player now. It's official.
Ouch.
Double kill coming out for Night Stalker. Anti-Mage.
He's just not quite sure if the damage is there, and I don't believe it is from the Mana Void. I don't think it would have quite killed him.
Dire's middle tower
And now Fear's by himself, actually. Kinetic Field will help him a little bit. Going to be slowed down. Primal Spring in. Oh, look at Universe, though. RP's ready. He's going to use it on the solo Monkey King. He doesn't care, man. He just wants a kill. And darn it, they'll get it. Maybe. There you go. Man,
Dire's
the save Fear right there, and that they do.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
you can tell both sides are kind of in that spot of they're kind of running at each other right now and having fun with it.
Yeah, this game is devolved.
Yeah.
This is not Dota anymore.
It has devolved a little bit, it's fair to say, as Underlord. He's Mech Heal. We'll keep him alive a little bit longer, but the charge comes in, and Shockwave to finish him. Down Jakiro. Caught by the Impale, and yet again, he too is going to fall. He had Macropire there, but chose not to use it. Monkey King jumps up. Primal Spring is going to jump onto the Spike Carapace. Oh no. He will get the Boundless Strike off, and Nyx Assassin is going to be able to be taken out, hanging around the tower a little bit too long. So, I mean, whenever these kills happen for Blue Pikachu, I mean, you look at that, like 479 gold for Monkey King there coming out, so.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of gold to find even a singular kill when you're down like this. But it's got to be going on the right people. That's the problem. As you said, Underlord's just taking over the net worth charts. The Night Stalker is even well ahead of the Monkey King right now. Monkey needs to find a few of these kills to find some relevancy in this game.
I am a little shocked to see it's only a 3,000 net worth lead at this point in favor of EG, but again, it goes back to, as you're just stating there, and we've talked about several times, Monkey King being so far down the list. Your Underlord is the one soaking up a lot of your farm for your team, and then Puck has recovered a little bit, at least. What is he even going? Oh, God, he's going hand of Midas.
Oh, they all are. Night
Okay.
Stalker just picked his up as well.
They all, you're right.
Their goal is literally sit around, defend towers with ults, and farm with Midases.
Okay. I mean, that, you know what? That's honestly, it seems like a solid game plan, honestly. It's one of several what could have been game plans here. So.
They have no tempo right now. It's very hard for them to play aggressively in EG. Everything they're getting thus far is turning things around and punishing oversteps. So Midas works very well for that. If you don't feel like you can be on the aggressive, farming a little bit deeper, sure, it's a way to keep gold coming in.
Sumail finding Puck right here. Combos with the Vendetta opening. However, the Dream Coil comes out of return. Macropire from Jakiro. I still haven't seen that yet. I mean, he still has it here, but not using it. And they're going to get the kill at least on to Nyx Assassin and crit. Unless he charges away in time, he will. Charges towards the bottom, so.
Another
Monkey
just
King.
super deep dive and a brilliant ice path there from Jakiro, honestly. Totally saving the that gank and turning it around into 2 kills. Allrin, though, maybe walking over to the wrong side of the tracks.
He realized that. God, Universe just is not afraid to use these RPs solo. Even with the enemies somewhat nearby, but it is going to secure the kill on the Night Stalker, to be fair. As we see right there. But, you know, going to the point, and I know EG, it's a game. They're allowed to have fun, of course, and it seems like that they certainly are. But this game has gotten a lot closer than you probably should have
but their
been.
game plan changed. If you haven't noticed, Arteezy hasn't been involved in these clowny trades in the last, like, 2-3 minutes. He's just been farming. That kill he just got on the mag fit perfectly into his farming pattern. He happened to be at the Ancients anyway. It's like, oh, free super large creep. And just killed him quick and kept moving. So, yes, they're still kind of clowning around, but look at the net worth. Arteezy's going to just keep exploding out from here.
Yeah. I still can't get over every time I look at that, too. You just see Underlord constantly up there for the other side, so can't just... Scourge McDuck. That makes sense, kind of. Anyways, he's doing a great job living up to his name there. Gritty duck that he is. Skewers backwards. Kinetic field gonna go up. He put down a bit of malice though. Puck dying elsewhere. But yeah, Underlord's a tough target to kill, so they're not gonna go all out on it. Although Nyx Assassin and Spirit Breaker are now in the area. I feel like we've been meeting up mid quite a bit this game.
Oh, yeah.
Got some mid wars here, baby. That's a glimpse back on the Night Stalker. Bringing him in, chasing after the Disruptor now. A little pissed off that he took him for a ride. Root comes out from the pit of malice, puts on the Static Storm Kinetic Field. Unfortunately, didn't catch anybody. Monkey King again, though. He goes down to this fight. Mana Void, not enough damage to kill Jakiro off the bat. It will be enough in the long run, though, as a Shockwave takes him out. So this is a fight that EG's looking really good, including a double kill for Arteezy. And Night Stalker, well, he's the one that ended up living in the end the longest time. Not for long, though. He may be. Okay, yeah. He is going to get caught. Triple kill. Some may say a hat trick coming out for Anti-Mage. And the lead continues to rise.
Destroy the barracks, then get back.
Radiant's
Yeah, that
middle
fight was
tower
just
is under attack.
so chaotic. Good tunnel vision there from Arteezy, though. Like, he was looking for Monkey the entire fight. Knew he could just 1v1 him and push Monkey out of that fight entirely. And, yeah, the Monkey didn't even get anything off. Level 10 on him and still does not have the ultimate. Just opting to skip that entirely for now.
This does feel more of the 4-position Monkey King that we were seeing for a long time there. When this hero was first introduced on the competitive scene. Crit, he's going for the TP. The right decision. Good juke by him. And the TP is successful, so good getaway. Escapes what seemed to be certain death right there. Mentioning the Hannah Midases, though. Again, just about finished on Monkey King. Puck's had his for a little bit. Puck? Wait, there's no way he's actually going that, right? Sanctin Yasha? I mean...
I feel like he's trolling, but we'll see. That just sounds terrible.
That sounds horrible. There's like no... He purchased the Yasha. Well, the components. Okay. He's actually going it. Logic, Z-Rock. What is it?
None. I really couldn't tell you. It's a relatively understated item as well for its gold cost anyway. You kind of get it if you're looking to push tempo on something like a Lifestealer, but I have no clue why he would buy it on a Puck. Because he feels like it?
It went from a game where it's like, okay, going to Hannah Midas, okay, it makes sense. They're just trying to play, let's recover here, and then he uses the Hannah Midas gold to go into an item that just feels like it doesn't do anything for the hero. But he's committing towards it, that's for sure. So we'll see how it works out for them. Hannah Midas is finished on Monkey King too, but obviously you have EG doing objectives in the meantime. Arteezy has officially doubled up. He's officially has more farm than the 2 top heroes on the other side combined. I think it's a good way to put it.
It's just going to keep going too. There's no one that can farm at anything close to his pace right now. So if they were feeling like the game had any potential slipping out of their hands, this is the backup plan, and there is no answer to it for Blue Pikachu.
You're saying it's over?
Essentially.
How dare you? We're not supposed to suggest that. This game still has plenty of life left.
Say that. Yeah.
We see right here, Blue Pikachu in opening. Monkey King. He's going to spot Crit. And he's just going to run away. Oh, Crit gets rooted up. Going to go to the Roshan pit.
This is the closest thing they're going to have to an opening, though. Wukong's command and all of this root in the Roche pit might be their one shot.
Who's not here? That'd be Nyx Assassin making his way over. God, they killed it so quickly, though. So it goes down right there. Arteezy blinks in aggressively. They kill Jakiro off the bat. Underlord, he's being beat down by Arteezy as well. Mana Void doesn't secure the kill, but it gets the kill in the end. And they just call GG, actually. So, yeah, Blue Pikachu realizing it's a lost cause. Like, that was any bit of a little chance they could have maybe had, but yeah, wasn't even close still. So, evil
yeah, they didn't
geniuses.
draft any kind of late game that could answer anything EG was doing. So once Arteezy hit the explosive point, the game was pretty much sealed up. So, all in all, an okay showing from Blue Pikachu in game 1, but at the moment, we can't say anything more than potentially this is our 1 seed out of North America right now. I obviously would still make a case for the Dire, but
yeah,
much cleaner game there from EG.
Yeah.
As far as just, okay, we kind of messed around a bit. Let's play serious. So
it was good to see that from them. If you're an EG fan of any sorts, this is one of those games. I know in really any traditional sport or an esport, you kind of open up a new season. You're excited, but at the same time, when you face a team like this, it's just like, okay, well, let's make sure we get it done. Well, it was a rocky start in the beginning, but definitely looked clean later on in Game 1, and then especially all throughout Game number 2. So, yeah, no, I think it's, after this performance alone, I'm already feeling pretty good if you're an EG fan, and it's hard to debate them not being the '1 team going forward.
It was
in
a
the
team-building
region.
exercise that last game, you know?
There you
Get
go.
to know each other.
Good way to look at it. But they are going to have to prove that fact, as they have plenty more matches to play in this event alone. Again, it's 8 teams in total. No, only 1 is going to make it on to what's the Star Ladder LAN.
Complexity is their next matchup will actually be a great series. I think that'll be a good benchmark just to see where they're at. Because in their old form, they should manhandle Complexity. They have many times in the past. But Complexity is looking better than they have in years past. And EG, you know, as you said, this was their first series on this roster. So that'll be our next series on this tournament when EG plays next. What is our last?
I was going to say, well, that'll be tomorrow, I believe. But as far as today goes, we are going to again have a bit of a break on this stream. We're going to have a 2-hour break, in fact, because the default time for the next series is in 2 hours from now, and that's set to be the Dire versus VGJ Storm as far as a semifinal match goes here in this double elimination tournament. So both of those teams winning their first matchup. Storm beat Digital Chaos, and the Dire taking out what was the debut essentially of the Immortals there in their first series. So they play, and then also Immortals versus DC is actually going on right now, I believe, on this same Twitch URL, but you put a 2 at the end. So Dota Star Ladder _EN2, I believe. And then that series just started here very recently. You can check out that stream. In the meantime, what definitely should be a good series, and that's actually the first elimination match of the brackets here. In fact, here, let me pull over the Wikipedia so you can get an idea. This isn't fully updated, but you get the idea of how it's supposed to look here, is the point. All right, so I'm with you, though. I know that's not the next series for today, but yeah, Complexity versus EG, that's going to be a great one. Like I said, I believe that's supposed to be in tomorrow's matches. The Dire versus VGJ Storm, though, for this stream, we'll be back in about 2 hours from now coming up. So look forward to that. Enjoy Immortals versus DC in the meantime, or whatever else you're watching or doing. For myself being Breaky CPK, joined by Z-Rock here. We'll see you in a couple hours, guys. Enjoy.